Welcome back to The Buzz. Great to have your company. We have had some tweets come through.
We've said, Karen Thompson says, I've said it before and I'll say it again, any parent that lets their kids go to Bali unaccompanied for schoolies is a bloody idiot. Beans is at it again. Sex, it's not half bad, but don't wake your sister nor spank your dad. Ooh. Gareth says, if I take a selfie whilst having sex and post it on Facebook, will that make it more or less enjoyable?
For who?
Yeah, I don't know. For everyone, it'd be more enjoyable, I guess.
Oh, I don't know about that. Right, now, when we decided to put The Buzz together, we set out to find the most attractive presenters that we could. Clearly, we failed when it came to Paul Cook, but we were very successful when it came to Candice Barnes. But one of the things that's kind of just, I've been pondering for a long time now, is what would Candice Barnes look like with a moustache?
Yeah, it's the kind of weird shit you think about.
You're scraping the barrel a bit, guys, but that's all right. I've got an app here for you. It's called Stashify. Very timely at the moment, given we're in the middle of Movember. Go all the Mo bros out there. Hope you're raising lots of good money for men's health. So I've started out by taking a photo of myself during the ad break, and I'm going to give myself a moustache. But what I'm going to do first is move my mouth over my mouth, my eyes over my eyes, and then it'll work it out for me with a bit of luck. There we go. That's how I'd kind of look as Merv Hughes, perhaps, or Chopper Reed. Quite amusing. It does animate a little bit. I hope you can see it there. So I'm not actually breathing out.
You look like a Village People dude.
That's Merv Barnes.
I can change the moustache if maybe a horseshoe isn't really for me. We can go with a little pencil moustache.
Oh, there we go.
Something a little bit classy.
That's the one. That's hot.
Yeah. That's kind of cute. It's free. It's an absolutely fantastic app. I've been playing with this app for a good couple of days now, and I'm still enjoying it. I'm going to give this one the highest rating I've given so far, a buzz factor of 8 out of 10. Definitely get it. It's Stashify. Definitely one to check out. I just can't get enough. But speaking of dumb things to do, how about some dumb ways to die?
Stand on the edge of the train station platform, drive around the boom, gets at a level crossing, run across the tracks between the platforms. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die.
I've no doubt that you would have seen that by now. Absolutely hilarious, great animation, and a very catchy little song there as well.
Well, the great thing about it too is it kind of ambushes you, because it's this song that's spreading virally, and you watch, oh, that's funny, cute little crazy characters dying, and then at the end, 3 or 4 of them get done by the train.
And they smash that message right home.
And you go, oh, hang on a minute, there's a reason for all of this. It does it with a train. So it's great, and doesn't kind of give you that old, especially Victorian government agencies, they love just showing gruesome pictures of people dying. This one's actually a bit of fun. And I think that's why it's had a wider spread. And
it's gone nuts. It's gone viral. There are millions of views.
And we can hope that, you know, maybe those who weren't aware previously now go, oh, you know what? I won't jump in front of that train. I might just, you know, stay out of the way.
Ah, so you reckon it might actually save some lives?
Well, I hope so. I wouldn't say for sure.
I hope so as well. Now, if I said to you, would you like to come along to my sus anal bum party? Would you come?
I would go. That's been the 4th one this week. What the hell are you doing there at the Jordan Mansion?
So you can actually see along well, it's gone now, but along the bottom of the screen, I wonder if I can bring it back. Ready? Boof. There we go. So that there, sus anal bum party. Perhaps it's more to do with how we're pronouncing it. You've got to ask the question. Phil Steed on Twitter said, the official Twitter hashtag for Susan Boyle's new release is sus anal bum party. Her social media team are either very naive or complete geniuses.
Which one do you think?
I think they're complete geniuses. Nobody could do that accidentally. Susan album party. I mean, it's contrived anyway.
Well, maybe the people who promote Susan Boyle don't have such an infatuation with anal sex, and so therefore to them it's completely innocent. It's only to those who are perhaps more debaucherous that feel, oh, hang on a minute, bum party, a bit sus.
Have you never wanted to go to a sus anal bum party?
Certainly not with Susan Boyle.
No, you're right. Yes.
In fact, the word sus,
that in fact is the bit that
word sus, anal bum party fine, but a sus one makes me wonder. You know, what are you doing with that herring?
Is it... Perhaps Paul and I are going to discuss this further. In the meantime, I'm going to throw to Candice.
Yeah, we kind of needed to kind of move on from that subject. One of my pet hates, and I'm sure a lot of people out there, is the morning commute.
I thought she was going to say anal bum parties.
I have no position for or against, but that's fine. The morning commute is something that gets my goat, as does the afternoon commute. Here in Perth, it's just an absolute nightmare, but that's another story for another day. This app reckons it can help you. So you plug in, it's called a daily commute, very creative title if I do say so myself. Basically you press the leave button, so you're saying that you're leaving now, and when you arrive at your destination, you simply press arrive, finish your commute. Yep, say we've arrived here at the Buzz. And basically that's going to collect a whole bunch of data over time. It's one of these apps that is going to get better the more often you use it. So say you've been doing it for a week, and you're going to look at some statistics about how fast you can actually do this particular commute in, say from home to work. In this particular case, it was only 6 seconds because I just did that just then, but the longest time I've had it on this particular one was 28 minutes and 24 seconds, an average time of 11 minutes 10. It splits it out by days of the week, so Fridays tend to be particularly quicker. It can let you know. It can also let you know whether you need to take a rat run, whether your rat run is worth taking, and can also automatically send text messages to, say, your boss, saying that your estimated time of arrival is about 5 or 10 minutes away. There is a problem with it though. You can only do one of the legs of your journey, so say from home to work, but not from work back home again. If you want that feature, you're going to have to pay a couple of bucks and upgrade to the Pro version. So for that reason alone, that's going to take it down a few points in my book. I'm going to give this one a buzz factor of 6 out of 10. So maybe we need a commute aid event, or in the theme of live aid and farm aid. Here's something from Africa.
The African people, they're just such delightful, kind, sharing, caring people that they know a country that has a desperate need. They're giving radiators to
Where
Norway.
does it stop? Norway, Alaska, northern Canada, Iceland, I'm sure could do with radiating heaters. I think the Africans are really fabulous at the way they've gone about this and put this together.
It's a beautiful thing. Candice, how do you feel about this? Is it touching you in a special place?
It's clearly a joke, guys. It's a beautiful gesture. It's a beautiful parody. A lot of the live aids and things are going to help with hunger and AIDS kinds of causes in Africa. I think it's a little bit of a spin on all of the wonderful and worthy aid that Africa gets, but Africa giving a little something back.
So cynical.
Oh,
so cynical.
I don't think it's satirical at all.
No, it's people giving and being caring.
Which is funny because it brings us to the next one, which you would think is satirical.
But unfortunately is not. So the hashtag #Gaza, things aren't pretty over there at the moment. We do have a ceasefire, supposedly, allegedly. But if you've been keeping track of what's been going on over there, it's horrible. There's over 150 deaths now in Gaza itself, and I think under 10 deaths on the Israel side of things. So I'm thinking a little bit of a disproportionate warfare going on here.
Well, the one that caught my eye is obviously there's a video here created by the IDF, the Israeli Defence Force, and it basically talks about, if we have a look at the vision, Hamas bury themselves amongst the civilians, and it outlines how they're able to find where they are, separate them, and clear the area, then bomb just them, which we know quite often doesn't happen.
Surgical strikes.
But the thing is, once again, this looks like it should be satire. It looks like it's a joke. This is a real thing. This is war propaganda in the year 2012. They've just turned it into a bloody pie chart of how many kids they're not going to kill. And it's absolutely, it's hilarious and terrifying and is very Orwellian. I think George would love a bit of that.
Is this what we want our social media or even our internet used for?
Well, it's going to get used for it, isn't it, in either way. But I think what we're going to see is, once again, the same with hacking. We just see that up, and the media, social media comes out saying bad this, bad that, outlining, and then government forces come in. Let's make a nice little colourful video about flowers and how kids aren't getting killed. It's just like, hello. I know, just stop killing people, then you don't have to bother with the crap.
There are actually accounts that you can follow on Twitter as well, where representatives of the IDF and representative of Hamas are actually battling each other on Twitter. They're going like tweet for tweet at each other. It's just ridiculous. It's hysterical to see it because you kind of can't believe that it's real.
That's right.
It's just total nonsense. All right, let's change the subject to something a little bit more gentle and entertaining. Do you like red pandas? Check this out. Now, every week, Candice gives us a list of the best Twitter accounts to follow. She's got 3 beauties this week. Candice?
Thanks, Jace. There's a couple that I wanted to bring you a couple of weeks ago, and this one you just can't go past. At 2011 census, probably the best use of Twitter I've seen by a government department. Absolutely hilarious. It's fact of the day on steroids would be the easiest way to describe it. In 140 characters, this Twitter account puts out the census stats. You remember that little document that we filled out back in 2011? Well, the results are in and they're being fed out at 140 characters at a time, but usually related to current events, things like the Melbourne Cup, even activated almonds, which was trending 2 weeks ago. So definitely very great one to check out and one to imitate if you're working in a government department or in PR. The next one I'd like to share with you is Glowless. She's a Perth-based mummy blogger who really tells it like it is. She tweets about parenting, life in Perth and her job in public relations, so that's definitely one to follow. She's an advocate for health, a lover of food, really something for everyone, and she really can be a little snarky and sarcastic, which I kind of like.
Have a look at that first tweet there, Candice. Can you see her first tweet? It says, homemaker mummy, send gas mask, stat.
There you go. That kind of says it all. It's part parody, part fact, part commentary. It's just a beautiful thing, I'd say. The final one I'd like to share with you today is at Death Star PR. Now, there's evil and then there's really evil, like Death Star, Darth Vader evil. And it ain't easy. So what does any evil corporation do to sort of turn the tide of public opinion and stem that public hate? Well, the answer for many lies in good public relations. So this parody account kind of looks at what the Death Star would be doing if they hired a public relations department and the kind of tweets that they'd be sending out. Yes, of course, it is a parody account, but not something specifically for Star Wars fans, really something anyone can get involved with, even if you only have a very limited Star Wars knowledge and you kind of like Luke Skywalker. Who? Where have you been? But definitely one to follow and definitely one to get a regular giggle out of, I would reckon. So taking a look at, what are we throwing to next, guys?
Me! Throw back to me!
Let's just go back to Jason then. That's
Hello!
fine.
Hello, we're back on screen again.
It's Jason Jordan's the buzz, Candice. Just remember that. All you did to throw to Jason.
Death Star PR, one of their tweets says, Dear NASA Curiosity rover, if you find life on Mars and it's a rebel base, let us know. We need to do science on it.
Scientific experiments.
Scientific experiments.
That's
Yeah,
the rebels
that.
they are there.
If you love something, set it free, unless it's a princess with the plans to your mega laser. We learnt that one the hard way.
We've got some more tweets in, Jason.
Oh, please. Oh, hang on. Before the tweets.
Okay.
I needed to check. You know, earlier on you were talking about Instagram and topless chicks.
Yeah.
Was it just topless chicks?
Yeah. Topless girls as well, you could put in there.
As well. Right.
Look, I would suggest
carry on.
use your VPN, otherwise you're just going to end up in trouble.
Again.
We had one, interestingly enough, from Bali Bars. Young people coming to Bali in a big group when complete education should take care, which is pretty obvious. We've had another one from Henley saying he totally missed the app review. He was fixated on the topic of Susan Boyle's anal parties for some reason. And also Gareth says, just saw your schoolies tweet on the buzz, Kaz747. He couldn't agree more, which was the previous comment about, you know, not going there unaccompanied.
I wouldn't go to Bali anyway. I don't particularly like it.
Well, you've been to Bali though.
I've been to Bali and I went to Kuta, which I'll never, ever, ever, ever go to again.
That's strange because I thought you'd love being surrounded by bogans and people, you know, on holiday drinking.
Can I get away with saying godforsaken shithole on television?
No, you cannot.
Oh, well, I won't say that then.
Well, there goes a holiday to Bali.
Right, yes. And we're still looking for pizza. If you run a pizza shop and you'd like to support the crew and the cast here at The Buzz, we'll give you plenty of promotion for it, but we would like to have some pizza soon.
Yummy pizza, though, not just, you know, crap pizza.
Pizza, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
pizza.
We've got to go, but we'll be back again next week for more of The Buzz at 7:30 on West TV. Hooray!